My name is Ranjith. I come from India, and I'd never seen snow for a very long time in my life. The first time I saw snow was when I was in college in the north of India. And I went to this place called Simla, and I saw snow for the first time. And I was really very excited because we got onto skis for the first time, and I learned how to take 5 steps. And I was telling people for the next 5 months that these were 5 steps. They were 5 steps for me, but 5 big steps for mankind. And then I came to Germany, and I did not do the skis, but then I took up snowboarding. And snowboarding has been a very interesting hobby, and I do it maybe once a year. But this year was very different. This year I strapped on my snowboard and got onto the tram. And then the tram stopped in the ice bar. How many of you know the ice bar? Yeah. You know the ice bar. Now the tram stopped in the ice bar, and it did not go any further. So me and my friends, 3 of us, 2 with snowboards, 1 of them with a ski, we got out. We walked over to the ice bar. There were 2 big signs there. It said verboten and verboten. And we looked at each other and he said, "Do we know German?" Both of us said no. We don't know German. But then, funnily, there was another sign which was also in English, and it said, "No surfing." But what did we have in our hands? We had snowboards and skis. So my friend said, "It says no surfing. Doesn't say anything about snowboards. Doesn't say anything about skis." So one daredevil friend of mine, he put on a snowboard and jumped. He jumped from the bridge and he landed perfectly. I mean, he landed perfectly, and he took this, he went down like this, and then went up, and then landed again. And we were like, that looks easy. Right? So I said, if you can do that, if you can jump off the bridge and do such a beautiful move, I'm going to do something really cool. It's called the slide and the jump. How many of you have done a slide and the jump?
No.
So the slide and the jump works like this. So you go to ice park, actually there is a railing like this, and it goes down like that. So what you do is you stand on the railing, and then with your snowboard, I recommend a snowboard. Normally from like anything before 2020 is wide enough for this, right? If you do it with the newer ones, they're a bit thinner. But then you go on top, and then you slide on the side, and then you get in. I found that this was a bit easier. So I did the slide and the jump. And from then onwards, then the next guy said, if you 2 snowboarders can jump into the ice bar and come out looking good, then it's time for the skier to show you what we are made of. Now the skier tried the same trick, right? There were 2 things he could try. He could either jump off the bridge, or he could do the slide and the jump. Now he tried both, but then he went straight in. Right? That guy went straight in, and we had to jump in and go get him out. And he even lost one of his skis. Now, I think we recommend people to go with a snowboard to ice park. Right? Surfing is prohibited, it's verboten, but nobody said anything about taking a snowboard and trying it in the ice park. Now, if there are any one of you with skis, at your own risk, I don't know if it'll work. There are 2 ways. Maybe you guys will go and figure out a new way to get into the water and stay on it. Right? If you know how to stay on skis and still ride the ice back, tell me. Because together we can bring the ice back to life.